Arian, think back to the very beginning. Why was Georgia a good fit for you, and how has that decision changed your life?
Georgia was a good fit for me because they told me what I wanted to hear. I feel like as a recruit, they sold to me that I could do track too. So that was a big part of my career at Georgia that I wanted to do. So they didn't tell me I can do it, and then when I got there, I didn't do it. So I feel like that's why I went there.
What's something that you wish you would have known about college football before playing it?
How physical it was. Obviously, I had a couple speed bumps when I first got there, a couple injuries, that slowed me down. So I wish I knew that then. I probably wouldn't have did track if I knew how physical football was and Georgia practices were. But I did it, and I don't really regret it. So it kind of helped me in the long run, my speed. So
yeah, you talk about the injuries, and overcoming that is not easy at all. What was it that got you through those days?
I'd probably say, talking to my family, leaning on them. It's definitely tough when I can't walk for 8 weeks. I can't bear weight on my leg for 8 weeks. That's probably one of the, lowest moments of my life that I can remember. So, just staying clear-minded and knowing that's going to be okay. Staying in the training room, doing my best to rehab. So I say things like that.
Everyone talks about you come to Georgia and you get developed. That's the narrative that we constantly hear. But what does that actually look like? In what ways did Georgia develop you physically, but also on the mental side of things too?
I'd probably say, obviously, they developed me physically by being a tougher player and, getting me ready for the next level and, getting me stronger, faster and things like that. But mentally, I'd probably say that it made me a more resilient person because I had a lot of areas in my life, or whether it's on the field or off the field, where I had to face adversity, whether it was a drop pass or things like that. So I feel like they prepared me in a lot of ways in the resiliency and mentally.
In your time at Georgia, what was the biggest thing that you learned about yourself?
I'm a resilient person. I faced a lot of things at Georgia, so I didn't let what people said about me, whether they thought I should have did track and not did football. So, that's just who I am. I'm not going to listen to what people say about me. I'm going to just do me. So
you got to play with some really iconic guys along the line. Yeah. Who were the guys on the team that you say helped improve your skill set the most, whether that be people in your own position group or people on the other side of the field?
I'd probably say, of course, I play with the 2021 and 22 defense, so there's a lot of guys that, help me in a lot of ways to get better. Being on the scout team, going against them pushing me around, and me falling down and getting back up. So I can name a couple guys, probably Eric Stokes, Nolan Smith, Jordan Davis, and all those big names on the other side of the ball. But also Ladd, Brock Bowers, George Pickens, Stetson Bennett. So I'd probably say those guys.
I mean, whenever you came to Georgia, could you have ever imagined that y'all were going to go on to win 2 national championships?
No.
Really?
That was my goal, though. So,
yeah.
I feel like I was growing up, I always see Georgia, getting right there so close, and I just wanted to help them in some way, and I did that. So,
All right. So when you look back on it all, what are going to be the memories that stand out? Is it the time with your teammates? Is it the games that you played in? What's the biggest takeaway that you've had from your entire career?
I mean, obviously the games. You can't get better than the back-to-back national champ and a two SEC champ. But I probably say my bonds that I built with people, and those are very special. That'll last a lifetime.
Okay, looks like we've got time for one more question. We're going to make these quick. Okay, what's your cheat meal? I know you have to eat healthy.
My cheat meal? I love fried food, so that. I love candy, too, so that.
What's one song that you love that people would probably be surprised that you know?
One song that I love that people would be surprised I know? How do you say it? I'd probably say R&B. I love R&B. Dang. I'm trying to think. I wish I could look at my phone, but... Can We Talk by Tevin Campbell.
That's good. Who's the greatest athlete of all time?
Usain Bolt and Deshaun Jackson.
That's funny. Dan Jackson also said Usain Bolt. Who is the best trash talker you ever got to play with?
The best trash talker I ever played with? I'd probably say Chris Smith, bro. Chris Smith, James Cook, them boys, he's always talk smack against everybody, so yeah.
What was your Kirby mic'd up moment when you remember getting yelled at?
I probably say when I dropped the pass, of course, he would always be on my behind, and especially when I had bad ball security. You can ask other people that played for him that carry the ball, bad ball security, he's on you for sure.
All right, 2 more things. Who's going to be this year's breakout star, if you could pick one person?
In college or NFL?
Yeah, college.
I'd probably say Gunnar Stockton. People are going to sleep on him, I'm sure he has a bittersweet taste in his mouth as long as some other players, how the last time we played, how that went. So I'm probably say Gunnar.
All right, last thing. One last message to DawgNation. For all the fans that have been supporting you this entire time, what's the one last thing that you would say to them?
I'm a dog for life, man. I appreciate all the support y'all gave me, and, just go Dogs.
Forever. Go Dogs.